never knew that postpartum could feel like rock bottom. She fake a smile, afraid to admit she might have a problem. She's supposed to be happy, so why she feel this way? Nobody checking her mama after the due date.
The world celebrates the baby, but who checks on the mother?
The house is a mess, can barely get dressed, no milk in the breast.
Info update. Informative,
insightful,
unfiltered.
The issues,
topics and conversations that affect you. This is the THA's Daily Info Update.
They say childbirth is one of life's greatest joys. A moment of love, new beginnings, and endless possibilities. But for some women, that joy quickly fades, replaced by tears they can't explain and emotions they can't control. It's called postpartum depression, a shadow that too many mothers face alone, while the world focuses on the baby and forgets her pain. Today we're breaking that silence, because behind every strong mother is a human heart, one that needs just as much care, compassion, and understanding. This is a story for every woman, every man, and every family to listen to learn, and to love a little deeper. In this special edition of the THA's Info Update, we sit down with Quista Harry-Richards, a registered nurse, licensed midwife, and the visionary behind Bump and Beyond Nursing and Midwifery Consulting. With over 18 years of experience, Quista brings a wealth of knowledge and compassion to every conversation, guiding families through preconception, pregnancy, postpartum care, and beyond, making her a trusted voice for every stage of parenthood. Quista shared her motivation for starting a private midwifery practice dedicated to providing new mothers with optimal care during and after pregnancy.
Seeing women in this stage to motherhood, in this journey, and seeing how vulnerable they are, it's a special place in my heart. And I noticed during that period, a lot of women were falling through the cracks. They were entering pregnancy without the proper knowledge and to make informed decisions. And even in my practice in the public system, I didn't like the way care was meted out to women. So that was always a pet peeve of mine. And I was said if I have the opportunity, I would do it differently. I would deliver specialized midwifery care on a personalized level and allow women to be a part of the decision making.
Many new mothers experience a wave of emotions after birth. Some are simply the baby blues, while others may be facing postpartum depression. Quista breaks down the difference, helping families understand exactly what a mom might be going through and why it matters.
Postpartum blues are marked by feelings of tearfulness, anxiety, and mood swings. 1 minute you're happy, the next you're not. And the onset is usually around day 2 to 3 after you've had the baby. And it usually settles after 2 weeks postpartum. With postpartum blues, you are still able to self-care. You are able to function. So you are still able to care for your baby. You relate to relatives fairly okay when you are not within those mood swings. Postpartum depression, on the other hand, is marked by some of the same symptoms, but they are more severe.
Quista paints a vivid picture of postpartum blues, sleepless nights that feel endless, sadness that won't lift, sudden irritability, loss of appetite, or guilt that weighs too heavy to bear. She also warns that these could be signs of postpartum depression and signals every family should notice and not overlook.
This usually happens after 2 weeks postpartum and continues. And the symptoms, whereas with postpartum blues, the symptoms are transient. They come and go. With postpartum depression, it persists. It goes on from 2 weeks onwards. It continues. And if not treated, often becomes severe and could result in harm to either mother or baby.
Quista explains that it's normal for new mothers to feel moody or irritable after giving birth. But if those feelings last longer than a couple of weeks, it could be more than just the baby blues. It could be postpartum depression. The key, she says, is knowing how long those emotions linger.
Research shows that 50 to 85% of women experience postpartum blues after birth. So it's normal to experience these feelings, but what really determines if it's just postpartum blues, and maybe you could say how long those symptoms lasted for with her, and then we could say, well, okay, it was postpartum blues rather than postpartum depression, or maybe it was really the onset of postpartum depression. So the timeline is what will really clarify whether it's blues or depression. And a simple way to look at it is postpartum blues pass, but postpartum depression persists.
Quista says the first step to helping a new mom is understanding what she's going through. Families, she explains, must be educated and aware of the signs, because postpartum depression is real. And it's affecting more mothers now than ever before.
We cannot wait till persons are at the postpartum phase to now try to troubleshoot these things. We shouldn't, right? It happens, but that's my whole mission, to educate and sensitize persons even in the antenatal period, so that he is prepared for his role when the baby is born.
She also stressed that having a birth plan is essential. It helps dad step in, shares responsibilities, and makes sure both parents get the rest they need after baby arrives. Something she says is too often overlooked in the Caribbean. Check out Bump and Beyond 5 on TikTok for more personalized services if you wish to have a midwife during your pregnancy journey.
You asked me earlier, how can families support? And that involves, showing up, assisting with chores, assisting with time with the baby so that mommy can get to rest, because one of the things that will help to increase the symptoms are lack of sleep. If mommy feels supported during this journey, it decreases the risk of postpartum depression.
Hormones in overdrive, mama, take your time.
And that's it from all of us at the Department of Information. I'm Josanne Brassey, and you've been listening to Info Update. Check us out on Facebook and YouTube at Office of the Chief Secretary _THA. We're also on Instagram and X at OCS_THA.
Nah, this taboo. It's worth mentioning postpartum affects dads too. Expecting both parents to get back to work way too damn soon.